Hello traders, this is the midweek market focus, Wednesday the 3rd of October. And going to scan the market from top to bottom. I'm going to start with Euro. This Euro dollar on the daily chart. I'm going to open it up. There we go. Take these lines out and move. I'm going to leave this one here. It's a pretty solid level. Right, is joining all the lows and it's making higher lows. Alright, so the lows are getting higher. Now if you make it smaller, now we can put some support and resistance. There's a pretty solid level here, which the price action bounced of it. It was acting as a resistance here and there, and now it became support, and guess what? It's also bouncing off the trend line, yeah, and it's sitting on the 20 MA. It's been sitting on the 20 MA for like a week or so, and I have to wait and see if he's going to make his mind up and it's gonna carry on making higher highs and higher lows. If he takes this low out, we're gonna be bearish. It's gonna be cycling. It's gonna be pushing down to the 50, and if it breaks through the 50, then off it goes down again to 123, 122, and so on. So right for now, it's pushing up, higher highs, higher lows. So we're bullish. All right, and the next target will be on this next high. If you guys are taking income generators long, and keep an eye on this level when it reaches the top. Alright, and also you have to keep an eye on the 130 level, yeah, big level there. We go back in time, we got several touches there and so on. Alright, so that's the 130 level, so keep an eye on that one. If you break through, then it's going to go up to this high here. Cool. Now, just there were some good snipers setting up at night on the 5-minute time frame. So if we go this time frame here, we open it up. It was making higher highs and higher lows non-stop from 10 in the morning all the way to 5:30 in the afternoon. After 4-5 snipers, the trend normally changes, because it's going to be overstretched on the 60-minute, and it's going to be pulling back down. So if you put an arrow following the price action, that's what it's doing. And if you connect the peaks and troughs, let's connect the troughs first. There, and we copy and paste the line. Copy, and we paste it up here. And you can even put an arrow on this phase 1 here, back down to phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. That's one cycle. This is another cycle. These are small sub-cycles within the whole cycle. Alright, that's a phase 1 and phase 2. That's one whole cycle. And it's making higher highs and higher lows. It's bouncing off the 50 MA, and it's giving entries for snipers to the upside. By after 5:36, the market goes quiet. There's not much happening. Alright, especially at night, it goes quiet. On the London session and US session, it is normally trending. Yeah, let's put it that way. It's normally trending because there are a lot of people trading. All the guys in the city and all the guys in the States, all trading from 7 in the morning. Right, from this time here, from 7 in the morning all the way to let's say midday, and then from 1:30 to 4:30. Okay, up to there. So, and that's the best time for snipers. Cool. Let's make it a bit smaller. Right, so that's a pretty decent channel, and you can take 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't take snipers. I wouldn't take more than 3 snipers in a row. 1, 2, or 3, come out. That's already 60 pips. That's already 3% up in a morning, and that will do. All right. And let's say if you're taking all of them, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, and then if you decided to take that one as well, maybe you couldn't come out here. That was halfway through because 20 pips was up here. That was a target. And if you also decided to take that one there after a stream of winning snipers, then we get caught. Okay, we get caught on that one, and we lose 1%. So we give it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4 up, give 1 back, 3 up for the day. If you decide to take that one as well, which, as I said, you do, quite very rarely you get more than 3 winning snipers in a row. Okay, so 1 and 2, maximum 3, and then come out. Okay, and leave it alone. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Cable. What's cable doing? We always have to analyze the chart on the daily time frame. And it broke through, retest, and it went up to where? To the previous high. Okay. Now we go back in time. That's what it's been doing. Look at that. Another touch there as well. All right. It's currently pushing down massively. It gave a beautiful high test bar here off a level, and it's been going down since then. There's another high test bar there as well, and it's breaking through the 20 MA. Alright, and I would say, yeah, now it's pushing back down. It might start making lower highs and lower lows, and if it takes this high out, we're gonna be bullish. So if it takes this high out, it's gonna be bullish up to there, and then up to the real peak, which is the top of the range up here, the 16732 there. All right, there it is, 1.6 level. 1.7 is up there. So yeah, it's currently making higher highs, touch this level, pull back down. So then keep an eye on potential reversals, and then as I said, if it breaks through this level up to here and then up to there. Okay. We'll go to the next one, Japanese yen. For those guys who are having coaching sessions with me, I said a week ago, keep an eye on Japanese yen long, and it was on these days here. Right? And I've been putting an entry above the high of the bar for all throughout this week. So I put an entry above here, didn't get trigger. I put an entry 5 pips above the high of this bar, didn't get trigger, and I put an entry 5 pips above this high, and it got triggered. And I'm still holding it. It got triggered, and it's going to the upside. I believe it's gonna start cycling upwards. All right, it's gonna start cycling upwards to the 85 level. We go to the monthly chart. This is Japanese yen on the monthly chart. Yeah, it says an M there. All you have to do is to type comma and then M to see the monthly chart. And now if I tell you that the 85 level is there, you'll be like, right, that sounds pretty realistic to get up there, doesn't it? It's not asking for too much. Now we go back to the daily chart, and that's the 85 level on the daily chart. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I think it's going to start cycling upwards slowly. It's going to take its time. It'll take 6, 8 months, a year or so, but it's just a matter of time. Okay. Right, and also as I said, all the yen pairs are all going to be pushing up. Let's cover the yen pairs, and then we carry on analyzing the rest of the majors and minors. We go to pound yen. This is pound yen on the daily chart, and that's the channel. Right, make sure you open the chart up on the daily chart, and then do your analysis. Put your channels, support and resistance, and trying to support these 20% buying zone level. That's a trend line there. That's the other trend line, and I want you to put an extra line, which is the one in the middle, this one here, at the 20% of the move. So if from here to here is 100, from here to here is 20%, right? That's 20% of this whole move, which is 100. and I want you to identify the 20%, which is this line here, which represents the buying zone. This is the buying zone, so we're only gonna buy in the buying zone. Yeah, you're not gonna buy here, right? You're not gonna buy up here. You wait until it pulls back down, and then we look for opportunities in the buying zone. Okay, it has to be making higher highs and higher lows. EMAs has to be pushing up. Phase 2 will be finishing, and then phase 1 should be kicking in. Okay, there is a level here, so test, bit of noise, test, breakthrough, comes back down, and now it's acting as a support. So resistance, bit of noise, resistance, breakthrough, and now becomes support. Right, and it's bouncing off the same level and the trend line as well. And seems to it's taking his time. All right, that's because cable is pushing down, yen is flying, so that's why it's going flat, it's pushing slightly upwards, because yen is going up a bit more aggressive than cable is going down. Right, because it's one of the crosses. And if yen does go up and pound goes up as well, this cross is gonna fly up to here straight away. You're gonna get a massive buyer bar like this one here, because you're looking at market correlations and you're putting them together. And there is USD Japanese yen, and then it's pound dollar, right? So it's pound USD and it's USD Japanese yen. So it's the other way around for Japanese yen. That means that they both have to go up separate. Right? Cable has to go up and USD yen has to go up. Then this cross flies. Okay, and that is market correlation. Cool. So it's making. We're expecting for the price action to go up to here, and then carry on making higher highs and higher lows. All right. Let's go to Euro Yen. There we go. Euro Yen, same trade as cable, but because why this one is pushing up more aggressively is because Euro has been getting stronger against the dollar, whereas cable has been getting a bit weaker against the dollar. So again, if you put Euro and yen together and they both go up, Euro yen flies. Okay, and I want you to identify the buying zone, which is there. So we can only buy in the buying zone. In fact, let's make it, that's only 10 or 15%. Doesn't matter, doesn't have to be 20% of the move to the pip. Can be between 15 and 25% of the move, right? So somewhere there. And you're expecting the price action to carry on making higher highs and higher lows, which is doing it there. I'm holding it as well. I'm on Euro yen. Got in here on this low test bar of a level, of this level here, and I quite like it because also the stochastic was hooking up as well, and off it goes. Alright, take this out so then you can see what it is. That's where the price action is now. Yeah, it's on the way, isn't it? That's a phase 1 again, and then after the phase 1, phase 2. Right. Cool, let's move forward. Swiss yen, it's a very similar trade. Right, let's analyze it, yeah? Based on the same principle, we connect the lows. There we go. Now we copy and paste the line. We put it here, and then we have to identify the buying zone, which is there. It's making high highs and high lows, and it's bouncing off this level. There it is, and it bounced off the 50 MA there as well. And so what is it heading to? It's heading up to this level. If it breaks through, then it's going to head up to the top of the range. Alright, there it is. High highs, high lows. Bounce low test bar off the 50 MA in the buying zone. Remember the buying zone, very powerful. Okay, buying zone for long opportunities, selling zone for short opportunities. You know what, I'm gonna put one here, so then, you know what, I'm gonna take a few lines out, sorry for that. It's a bit confusing because we're gonna have too many lines. I'm gonna take people points out, these out, all out. There we go, that's better. well, slightly better. Right. We're connecting the peaks there. I have copy and pasted the line down here. I'm gonna take this out, out, out. Right, that's a channel that we have. Copy and paste the line, and now we have to identify the selling zone. The selling zone again is within 20% of the move. So again, it's from here to here, it's 100. All right, that's 20% of the move, which is the selling zone. We can only sell in the selling zone. So we're not gonna sell down here. We're not gonna sell there. Right, even though it goes up a little bit, then we get caught, and we're not definitely gonna sell down here because it's gonna pull back up. As it pulls back up, then we can sell it. Sell it. All right. Sell here. Look what happens every time it's in the buying in the selling zone. Sorry, every time it's in the selling zone, it goes down. All right. Sell, sell. Okay. And now, once the channel has been broken, like here, the channel has been broken. Now we get into another channel, which is this channel here, and now we have a buying zone because the channel is going up. So remember, stick to the trend. If the trend is going up, just buy it. If the trend is going down, just sell it. For those of you who have taken the Market Trader course, you can also sell on an upward trend, and you can also buy on a downward trend. But I'm not gonna get into that today, as keeping it simple. Just gonna be looking for continuation patterns of levels, moving averages, and so on, right? And look at the stochastic, it's hooking up. When it was bouncing off the 50 MA, it was also bouncing off this level, and look what it is now. Okay, stochastic hooking up, lows test, off the 50, off it goes to where? Well, follow the channel. That's your channel. Okay? That's your channel, high highs and high lows. The trend is your friend until it bends to an end. Stick to the trend. Cool. Right, let's forget about the yen pairs. We're gonna go to Kiwi. This is a very interesting chart, I have to say. For those of you who likes shorting Kiwi, which I personally don't really like shorting Kiwi, as it's a bit of a tricky currency pair to sell. Okay. Right, look at this level up here. Look how many high test bars we got off a level. 1, false breakout, close below, high test bar, goes down. Next one, high test bar, false breakout, close down here, goes down. Next one, another high test bar, off a level, that's a false breakout, closes below, goes down. And another massive high test bar, false breakout, closes below, and it tanks. Okay, so it makes so much sense for the price action to go down from there. And it was struggling to break through this high up here. We also have divergence. This is flat and this is down. Look what happens when we get a hook down here. It tanks. Okay, and it's off a level as well. After the high test bar, goes down. Why is it a false breakout? You might be asking yourself. Well, the reason being is because it didn't close above. If it closes above, then it's a breakout. If it shoots up, comes back down and closes below, then it's a fake breakout or a false breakout, or a fakey, they call it as well. Alright. Anyways, yeah, that was bouncing off a level. Look at that one there. High test bar. Look, it tanks to where? Well, to the previous level. There it is. How solid the level is? Well, another level. Spot on. Double bottom formation, shoots up to where? To this level up here. Breakthrough, messes about a little bit. It gives the feeling that it's going to be cycling downwards. Then it shoots up madly, following gold and Aussie. It tests the level up here. Cannot break through, cannot break through, cannot break through. Well, if it cannot break through, then it goes the other way. Divergence, off it goes. Right. Now we might be getting, take these out, and these out as well. I'll be looking for this low to take this low out, which it almost did. And then as it takes the low out, I like to see another seller bar down to here, and then on the pullback, on this pullback here, it might give some good opportunities to take it short. And look at this channel. Look at the channel that we have, right? It's just channeling, isn't it? We can make it smaller. That's the channel that we have, alright? There we go. That's the channel. Right, okay, now, Canadian dollar is going up. For those of you who are trading inside bars, there was an inside bar there. For those of you who are starting to trade, let's just keep it simple. We're going to be focusing on continuation patterns. So, if the chart is going down, we can only sell it. Alright? Chart was going down, drop the channel. There. Lower highs and lower lows. Bouncing off the 20. This low fails, take the previous low out. Low test bar goes up, takes this high out, and it's testing the 50 EMA. Now, if it does that, and this low cannot take these lows out, and then it does that, maybe going upwards from there. And then guess what? We're gonna have a new channel formation cycling upwards. What is the buying zone? There. So we can only buy in the buying zone. So we can look for income generators, snipers, pivots, all the way. Alright? Only in phase 1. Avoid the phase 2, just in phase 1. Cool. Next one, Aussie. Aussie's been plummeting to where? To the previous level. Then it's from level to level to level to level. And if it's channeling, well, the likelihood of carry on within the channel is greater than not, like Kiwi. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Okay, and that's the bigger channel actually. If we make it smaller, a little bit of a channel there, and that's the big channel. This is the range, which I believe is gonna be trading for the next year or so. Alright, that's a parity level, 1 to 1. This level here, yeah, that's a parity level, 1 to 1. Right, okay, that was Aussie there. So Aussie, it has to start making higher highs and higher lows so that we can start looking for opportunities. For those of you who are trading advanced strategies, you can look for potential turning points of this level here, which is a bit risky, but if you get it right, it's highly profitable. Okay. Right. Next one. Euro sterling. Beautiful. I'm holding it. I got in here, entry here, stop loss there, and it's kicking in. Okay. Right. If we connect the lows, we're connecting the lows there. The lows are getting higher. Okay. Look at the EMA was going down. It's not going down anymore. Now it's going up. So now we have an upward channel. Not the best channel ever. Okay. I'll put it there. And I'm going to put an extra line in our 20% of the move. Yeah, the buying zone. Right. And look at the stochastic. Look what happened at this point. Look at the hook we get here. See this hook? The hook on the stochastic? Remove. So, even if you placed an entry... Right, that was oversold, so we need some buyers in the market. Even if you place an entry above the high of the bars, if you place an entry above the high of the bars like I did on Japanese yen. Didn't get triggered, didn't get triggered, didn't get triggered, and this one got triggered. Why? Because the next bar took the previous high out by 5 pips, so it got triggered. Stop loss below the low test bar, because this is a massive low test bar off a level of the trend line as well. And then from there it just goes up. Look, it's flying now still, and it's heading up to where? To the previous highs. Got a level there and a level there as well. So if it breaks through this level, it's gonna go straight up to this level here. Yeah, high highs and high lows. But follow the channel. Just follow the channel there, because that's your channel. Stick to the trend. If you forget the direction of the trend, put an arrow, then you'll see that the trend is going up from there. This was the phase 2 of the weekly chart. Right, I'm gonna start taking lines out, okay? Because I've got so many lines in here now. So I'm gonna take lines out non-stop, there, and this Fibonacci level out, and this out, and that out. Right, now what I'm going to do now is to go to the weekly chart, and we're gonna see what sort of pullback was that on of the weekly chart. All right. Well, that's a force. Oh, that was the force going down. There we go. Can you see that the channel has been broken? Channel has been broken here, isn't it? It's been broken, so it's no longer valid. Let's go to the weekly now. Comma W enter. That was the channel on the weekly chart. Was going down, and it's broken through. Now we're on an upward channel of the weekly. So it got broken, and now we're going into an upward channel, which is the channel that I had before. Remember? Low test bar off a level, high highs, high lows, sitting on the 50 MA, and then it kicks in to this high. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Euro Swiss. We leave the Euro Swiss alone. All right, as is nothing there. We cover Euro Yen. Leave Euro Aussie alone. Euro CAD. Beautiful as well. Same thing, high highs and high lows, sitting on the 20. Look at the golden cross. Look at how fast they're falling apart, and it just goes from there. That's the channel. What is the buying zone? There. Make it bigger. There we go. Right, what is he heading to? Well, now we can put some horizontal levels. So we're gonna put one here. Oops, that was the vertical level. We're gonna put one here and one there. And look at that, it touched the level, came back down, right, of this level here. Touched the level, came back down, and is kicking in from there once again. Right? High highs and high lows again. Cool. I'm gonna go to the IG page. Alright, we have done market analysis on the daily chart. So now what you have to do is, if you have some triggers and you have some snipers or pivots going one way, let's say long on this chart, for instance, alright, long on this chart here, and your analysis tells you that EuroCAD is going up, alright, and it's making high highs and high lows, then you can give it a go to the long opportunities you have on the 5-minute time frame, on the 60-minute, or whichever strategy you're using, because you've done your homework, and there it is. That's your analysis on the daily chart. Then you can use any of the time frames, and then you follow your strategies and follow your trading plan, and risk manage, and then be like everything, be disciplined and everything, and just give it a go. All right. Then you can trade the stop loss, and you can do all sort of things once you're in the trade, but make sure you follow your analysis. That's crucial. Let's go to the IG page, because I've been told that quite a few of you wants to cover income generators. Right, euro to the upside. Look, if you place a long entry in all of them, didn't get trigger. But again, are you really gonna buy here? You remember about the buying zone and selling zone? Well, if I connect the lows and I put this up here and this one here, are you really gonna buy up here or there or there? You have to wait until it pulls back down to your zone, right? To this area here, then you can buy. All right. I'm gonna get this one here. Then you can buy it. Okay, down here, because you're gonna make money from here to there. All right. So wait for the pullback, wait for the retracement back down to the EMAs, and then look for your long opportunities. So this one didn't get triggered, this one got triggered as the next bar took the previous high out. Stop loss below the low. And yeah, we just try the stop loss from there, alright? It's break even now. Hasn't done much for the past week. And this one here didn't get triggered. And there's another one sitting up there, which has to close, and then when the next bar takes the previous high out, that's when it's gonna get triggered. The stop loss, well, the stop loss, it depends on your account size. You can put it 5 pips below the low of the bar, or 100 pips below the low of the bar. And then you just trade it on a day-to-day basis. On day 2, we do nothing, and you just trade it, all the way up to the white line. The white line is your target. The white line is your target, up here, alright? And just follow the trend. Swissy. Same thing there. Well, it looks identical to euro, but the other way around. So yeah, those are setting up for short opportunities. Fine. Canadian is taking the highs out. Okay. That means that if this chart is going up, that means it's doing exactly the opposite as the crude oil, the US oil, yeah? So the oil price is going down. For those of you who are looking at seasonal charts, I don't want to make it a bit complicated. I'm just going to show to you guys very quickly. And equity clock, there we go, equity clock. Sorry, I'm just opening the website. There we go. That's the website. And charts. Crude oil futures is the US oil. Right. And these are the seasonal charts for the past 20 years. And it goes up from February all the way to September, and then it goes down all the way down to December, and then it catches up a little bit in Christmas. Okay, that's when we're traveling. So during the summertime, when everyone is traveling from A to B, it gets more expensive, and then it gets also more expensive in Christmas time, and then here it gets cheaper. So that's why the oil price is going down. That means US Canadian dollar is going up. Why? Because it's highly correlated with Canadian dollar, but because it's USD Canadian dollar, it's the other way around. So this chart here is USD Canadian dollar. So if the chart goes up, it means the US dollar is going up. Okay? Therefore, the Canadian dollar is depreciating, it's going down, it's getting weaker against the US dollar, which is what is essentially happening here. Alright? It gets cheaper. Canadian dollar gets cheaper. Okay? Cool. Let's move on. Aussie. They also went, as I said, went down to this level down here, and it's been going from this level up here all the way down to this level down here. Okay, so we've been respecting the highs and lows, top of the range and bottom of the range. Okay, this is the same analysis we've done on the other page, on the sniper page, on the other page. Good. Yeah, we went through that. Fine. Euros is nothing there. Euro yen is giving some good opportunities to buy down here. This one as well. Good opportunities to buy here as well. Got trigger just about, and it's flying all the way up to the the white line. So enter here, stop loss below. The stop loss again depends on your account size, of 5 pips or 100 pips, below the low of this low of the trigger bar. And if you want to see that if you got trigger or not, we have to put this one here. It says cursor window. And we put the cursor on top of the bar, and it says high is 1.2420. 1.2420, fine. And then the next one is 1.2422. So it didn't get trigger because the entry is 5 pips above the high of this bar here. Okay, so it didn't get trigger just about. Maybe on your ETX platform got trigger because it's normally like a 2 or 3 pips difference. But I think it didn't get trigger. Okay, so you should have taken this high out quite clearly, so then you get trigger, and the stop loss is just below. Next one, Euro Canadian, high highs and high lows. Just telling you to buy there. It's within the buying zone, fine. Is it really taking the highs out? Maybe that one. Maybe that one there took the high out. Put a cursor window. High 26.87. Yes, it got trigger. So this bar took this high out for at least 5 pips, so it got trigger, and it's up here now. And it's heading back up to the top of the range. Okay? So you put that here. Fine. Next one, Euro Kiwi. It was telling you to buy here. Didn't get trigger, didn't get trigger. This one didn't get trigger neither because the entry is below the low of the bar. Also, as I said, if the trend is going up, we can only buy. And again, if you're considering this one here to be your downward trend, which is very weak, we can only sell there. We can only sell, the entry has to be here. The entry cannot be here, the entry has to be here. Because look, if the entry is here, look how close your white line is. It's very close, isn't it? So you have to sell in the selling zone up here. So then you make the money as it goes down. Same thing vice versa. If you consider, and also it's very weak because you have to be established for at least, well, on stocks it's for at least 3 months. And on Forex, it should be for like month and a half or so. 2 months, yeah, 2 months or so. Right. And if that was your upward trend, which is a very weak upward trend, as is the pullback of this move, of the weekly. You're looking to buy down here, so there was no opportunities at all or whatsoever. Here you can only sell, yeah, only sell because the trend is going down. Cool. And Euro Aussie as well, only sell because the trend was going down. Right, let's move on to stocks. Sorry, page, yeah, stocks, that. Save, no save, as I don't want to save the lines that I've done. Right, okay, let's have a look at the FTSE 100. First of all, Right, the FTSE 100. Here it is. Right, what do we have to do first? Right, we have to put the high highs and high lows. Alright. I stopped talking for a few seconds so then you guys can think what was the start of it. We have to connect the troughs. Alright, we connect all the troughs from the bottom and then we copy and paste it. We put it here, connecting the peaks at the top. I tell you what, this line here is much more important than this line here. So if the trend is going up, the line at the bottom is much more important, and also vice versa. Making higher highs and higher lows. Fine. This is the move. Phase one. I tell you what, this is a small sub cycle within the whole cycle. So you can call that a whole phase one and a phase two, and a phase one and a phase two, and a phase one and a phase two. Okay? It's making higher highs and higher lows. Look, it's bouncing at the 50 MA, and it's heading back up again. Look at this point, when it's bouncing at the 50 MA, phase 2 finish, look at the stochastic hooking up, same thing there, stochastic going up, same thing here, hooking down, same thing there, hooking up, same thing here, going down, same thing here, going up, right? So it's following the price action. It's a brilliant indicator. Settings are 533. Don't use it on smaller time frames, don't use it on the 5 minutes, because the 5 minutes is very slow. And the stochastic is not quick enough to catch it. Cool. Making high highs and high lows. Fine. The phase one and phase two. Brilliant. And now same pattern there. We've seen quite a few of those patterns, haven't we? We've seen quite a few of these patterns here. Now we have to put the support and resistance. One here. And then we put another level up here. And then the top of the range, which is this level up here. So again, if you break through, it's gonna head up to here. If you break through, then it's gonna head up to here. Okay, this is proper end of day, but this is just a prediction of what is gonna happen. So then we can give it a go to stocks. So now we long on stocks. Yeah, we all bullish on stocks and sectors and everything. Right, let's have a look. Show long possible go. Got only two there. Why? Because of the pullback. All the pullbacks that we had. All right, nothing there. With the sorry guys. Right, it's a triple top formation. It's a triple top formation there. So the price action is struggling to break through the highs, and then it's currently pulling back down to the 50. Anyways, nothing there. It's just a triple top there, and it's gonna be pulling back down to hell and see if it's gonna bounce off it. See if it's going to bounce off it, and then potentially break through, retest, and then go. The other scenario is this low. The other scenario is for this low to be taken out and then pull back and then go from there. So it depends on what happens here. It depends on what happens if it bounces off the 50 MA and it gives a low test bar of this level where it was acting as a previous resistance, now becomes support, and then it goes from there. Or if it breaks through, then we're bearish. Okay? Then we're gonna be bearish. What we know is that it's making historical highs. Let's go to the monthly. Yes, it's making historical highs all the way back down to the daily chart. So yeah, we're definitely bullish until it's been proven that it's broken through the through this level here and the 50 MA and so on, and then wait for a retest and then position yourself for short as it goes down. Anyway, this was just an analysis that I decided to do just for you to see the two different options that we have. And there's another option as well, which could be just ranging here, up and down until it makes its mind up, and then as it breaks the high, long, as it breaks the low, short. Next one. Oh, this is a beautiful trade. I was gonna bring this up anyways. And right, it's making higher highs and higher lows. It's making the higher highs and higher lows that we want. Now if you connect all the lows, we're doing this and that. Phase 1 and the phase 2 and then the phase 1. And then this at the top. That's a pretty solid level there. I quite like it actually. Quite like it. Reason being is because here was acting as a resistance. Resistance broke through, test the level again, came back down and is sitting on this level, bouncing off the 20 EMA and this level here. Right? So we're definitely bullish. Now let's take all this out, and again we've missed something. What we've missed is the buying zone. Right? We can only buy in the buying zone. Okay? So are we gonna buy here or there? Not really. Wait for a pullback and then we look for long opportunities down here, which is when we have more chances to have winning trades. Okay? So we can take it all the way up to there. Alright? If you get a beautiful trade like that and you get a trigger here and it's bouncing off the 20 and the high is pretty far away and it's like halfway through, you can possibly give it a go as well. Okay? Preferably down here. Cool, let's see what's setting up for short. Right, can we connect all these? No, kind of. Not the best, not the worst. Personally, don't like it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Next one. Nothing there. Next one. Seems to be making a bit of a symmetrical triangle. Kind of. Right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He's gonna. No, it's just choppy. It's just going flat. Look at the EMA. It's going flat. And nothing there. Okay. And nothing here. Just flat, choppy. And here, nothing here. And here, nothing there. In fact, I'm more keen to buy than sell, to be honest. Even this one here. I'll be much more keen to buy than sell it. Right. Let's go to the monthly chart. Let's have a quick look at the monthly chart. Right, this is a monthly chart. A level there as well. Let's go back to the daily chart because I'm not too sure what those lines are. See? Oh, okay, got mixed up on the monthly chart. Right. Cool. If you get some long opportunities down here, because it is making high highs and high lows. If you get long opportunities up here, you can give it a go up to these highs, We need a setup there as well. Obviously, if you have the channel, we're not going to sell that. If we sell, we have to sell. Remember, we have to sell at the top, but the channel has to be going down. Remember? Cool. And last but not least, let's see what this is telling you. There. We've got a level there. This and descending triangle. If it breaks through these lows, pulls back up, then we can look for short opportunities down here. There's nothing there. So, right, what we've covered today is the channel, support and resistance, where the buying zone and selling zone is, and we've mainly focused on the daily chart to analyze the market on the daily chart. And then you can break it down in time frames and look for opportunities in the market in smaller time frames. Make sure you use the same principle that we've done today. Okay? Analyze the market, put your lines on it. Don't put more than 4 or 5 horizontals in your charts, because you're gonna get confused if you have too many lines. Now we've got 4, that's fine. Yeah? Don't need many more. 4 or 5 lines is fine. Right? Because you put like 6, 7 lines, so it's still gonna start being very confusing, which happens to me many times, because I tend to put quite a lot of lines on my charts and then I have to delete them and put some other ones and so on. Yeah, I suggest if you put just 4, okay? Don't do like me, just put 4, 5 max. Alright? And okay, all the best. Stick to the trends and trying to spot those future moves by putting arrows on your charts. Then save the page and then see how accurate you are. When you come up in I don't know, a few days, just leave the arrows there and see if the analysis you've done was right. Okay. All right, guys. This Friday is the non-farm payrolls at 1:30. We get the pre-announcements on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 1:15. So keep an eye on those announcements, which are going to have a massive impact on your intraday trading, not on your end of day trading, just on the intraday part of trading. And right, and I'll catch you soon. For those of you who have coaching sessions with me, I'm doing some small group coaching on Tuesdays and Saturdays as well. A 3-hour group coaching. Just gonna take 2 sessions from your sessions, and that will help to. Obviously, you're gonna get 3 times more than what you will get on a one-to-one session, really. And you're gonna have the chance to exchange your Skypes and emails with other guys. But it's just gonna be like a very, very small coaching session, just a few guys. And us analyzing the market and doing analysis and then doing a bit of a Q&A as well. And right, okay, gotta go now, but I'll catch you soon. Good luck.